Hi guys, it's your girl Lady Linda Bird from Secure Benefits Group, and I'm hopping on here just to kind of talk a little bit about why I chose to be an insurance agent. I was in construction. I had a company called Lady Bird Enterprises, painting and remodeling up in Maryland. We did a lot of city construction work. We did private, residential. I kind of really like playing with ceramic tile and painting, but we did some other pretty massive projects. We did a Five Guys restaurant from the ground up. We did some Victoria's Secrets in the White Marsh Mall. We used to do FedEx fit out. So we were doing some pretty big projects. But I was getting older and I was getting tired, and my crew was giving me the ringer. They were beating me up. But, well, I'm using that as a terminology. Stealing materials and not realizing that, as a small business owner, to stay in business, we all had to kind of work together. They got a paycheck every Friday, but they didn't care. They were stealing my materials off the van. It was just crazy. And I just made a decision that, if I was going to be able to work, I had to do something different. So my youngest daughter, who's now in nursing school, and I can proudly say she'll be graduating in December, my youngest daughter introduced me to insurance. She's no longer doing insurance. Actually, she's going into nursing and more working social work. But she's the one that introduced me to insurance. And I started doing life. I was with a company called American Income Life, which was really a horrible experience for me. It was working with people in the unions, and it was just my first experience. It wasn't great. Then I got with a company called Philadelphia United, and I loved it. We would set up our schedule. We were doing strictly life insurance. We would set up the schedule over the weekend, and I would go down. I lived in Baltimore, Maryland, so I would drive down to Virginia, like Virginia Beach sometimes, Richmond, was it Newport News? I don't know, but it was a beautiful part of the country. And I would take my little grandson. He was about 5 at the time. So I would take him with me, and he would go on my appointments, and we would go to the zoo, and we just had fun. And then I'd stay overnight. And so I would plan it like, it would be like an excursion, get out of Dodge, which was kind of good for me because things weren't going that great in my marriage. At the time, I was married. I loved my husband very much, but it was not a good marriage. And I was in my 50s. I had some decisions. It was decision time. So I did that for a while, and then I was introduced to Medicare. And it was funny because I tell this story. The gentleman who was my first Medicare FMO, that's what we call the organizations that we work with, the brokerages. His name is Tony Holland. Now, Tony had come to my house, and he sold my husband at the time our life insurance policies. He actually put a casket on the table, the dining room table. It was hilarious. But it drove the point home that, listen, you know what? The time is going to come. You are going to eventually have to say goodbye to one another, one before the other. And he was real serious. But I just never forgot that, him putting that little coffin on the table. Anyway, I was a house painter, and he gave me a job. He had me, and I thought that was pretty nice. So I became his insurance client, and he became my painting customer. So I went and painted his home. And then a few years after I'd gotten into the insurance, I was invited to this office to go and be interviewed. And I walk in and I sit down, and there's Tony. So that's how I got my introduction to Medicare. And it was with a company called Bravo up in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, Bravo used to be called Elder Health, and then it became Bravo. And then it was purchased by HealthSpring, which was then purchased by Cigna. So the company is still doing well. I am actually still with that company all these many years later. But I learned, and I had to give a lot of credit to a young lady named Shelley. Shelley trained us, and she taught us, and she instilled the importance of compassion and dealing with seniors and doing she would always say, you do the right thing for the right reason. So I learned how to help seniors apply for Medicare, apply for subsidies, extra help, and things of that nature. And that's what I did. I did it for many, many years. And then we started diversifying and getting more than one company. And that was when I was living in Maryland. And now I'm down here in Florida. And I'm still doing that work. Not as full time. I'm kind of part time, but year round, if you will. And I just really still, I still have, many clients on the books. The sad thing is when somebody passes away, because you get to know families, you get to know people. And anyway, the Medicare industry has changed. There are different policies that you can work with. So I do them all. I do the supplements with the drug plans and the Medicare Advantage. And one thing that I don't do is try to steer people in any one particular direction. You have to kind of like figure out what a person's budget is and what their medical needs are. There's a lot of little moving parts to that, but that's one of the things that I do. And then I started realizing that I wanted to pivot a little. I think I was getting a little burnt out. I'm still doing Medicare, don't get me wrong, and I will continue to do it. As a matter of fact, as soon as I finish with this video, I'm going to get back on my computer and finish my recertifications. That is one thing that I really respect about the Medicare industry. We have to recertify every year. We have to stay on top of the laws and regulations so that we can give you guys proper information. And guess what? I'm also on Medicare. My mom is on Medicare. I walked into a room at my sister's house, and my brother was there, my big brother. Let's see, I'll be 68. So Philly will be almost 70. And I laughed and I said, wow, look at all these old senior citizens in this room. And then it was like, I said, wow, you're getting old when all of your siblings, your younger siblings, your older brother, your mom are all your Medicare clients, and you are one of your Medicare clients too. So it's fun. I'm proud to say that we're all healthy and thriving and living. But I also I'm doing life insurance also because that's something that allows me to kind of expand to younger demographics, if you will, like not just older people. But I really enjoy what I do. So I'm here in my little office, and there's my computer. I've got 4 different monitors because when I'm working with someone, I want to be able to like get information quickly and easily. But I really do enjoy what I do. I have my grandbabies just all went back home. So anyway, just trying to get you guys to get to know me a little bit. And if you have any questions or concerns, right now I'm not going live on YouTube. I'm just doing, I'm just going to be uploading videos. Try to let you get to know a little bit about me. And then if you feel that you'd like to let me get to know a little bit about you, just, give me a message. I'll reply. I don't have that many followers at this point. So if you'd like to help a girl out, click the like button and hit subscribe. And then you'll be able to get notified when I do come on or upload a video. And then once I get to a point where I can start going live, that's going to be really exciting. This is going to be a crazy AEP, folks. It's a lot of changes in the prescription drug plans. There's going to be a lot of changes in the Medicare plans. And I'm just going to tell you, when you get that ANOC letter, don't throw it away. Make sure that you read it and get in touch with your agent. And if you don't have an agent, consider giving your girl a holler. I work in 17 different states right now, and I will get a license lickety split. So that's all for today. I just wanted to hop on here and just shoot a quick little video, get it uploaded, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for stopping in, and don't let that Medicare maze scare you. And please, by all means, let's continue to say no to GoFundMe's and take a moment and get some insurance so that if something happens in your family, to anyone in your family, you guys are covered and you're not going to be devastated financially. Have a great day.